Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Today we've got the Lenovo P11 2. 2 stands for the second generation of the tablet itself. So we're going to start with the unboxing as usual. This is a SIM tray, memory card tray actually. In this case, opening tool, some paperwork as per usual. The Lenovo Precision Pen 2. Which I'll focus on later on, but this one actually looks like a proper pencil as opposed to the Samsung S Pens, as they call them. And then what else we've got in the box? We do have a charger and a Type A to Type C cable as well. Let's have a quick look at the charger itself. Yep, standard European charger. We do have 4 speakers, so we've got 2 on the side plus a power button. We've got a volume up, volume down on the very top, 2 microphones and a memory cards tray, a headphone jack, the other 2 speakers and a Type-C port. Unfortunately, a 2.0 USB. And then on the bottom we've got the pogo pin for the keyboard, front-facing camera, which is 8 megapixels and 13 on the back. And then we've got this like two-tone back thingy on the actual back and a 13 megapixel camera on the rear. Now, weird decision with the cameras. I think it should be 13 on the front and 8 on the back because, you know, you might actually use it for some Teams calls. Anyway, the tab itself, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, expandable via memory card, display, a nice sharp IPS, 120 Hertz. Android version is 12, considering we are running on 14 now. Well, it's rolling out to some of the devices. A bit behind. In terms of the settings, you've got a system navigation via gestures and 3 buttons. So if you do the 3 button navigation, it's the very basic standard Android back, home and recents. Gestures, you can obviously set it up so that, for example, it's more sensitive from the left or from the right. Now, the thing is, when you swipe to the left, it actually forgets what you are doing, as you've seen. It didn't go back to the gestures menu, it kind of goes back to the settings menu. Like, you have to start from all over again, so it's not like not storing the where you are, which is weird, to be honest. But other than that, let's have a look at the actual pen itself. We've got like a shortcut menu that allows us to make quick notes. Works really well. It is pressure sensitive pen, so the harder you press it against the screen, obviously the thicker the font will be, your writing will be. You can also import from photos. You can take a photo, you can share it straight away from the app, and then you can save it as well. Let's go back to the pen modes. You've got a scanner as well, so you can scan some documents and then you can take annotations on the actual scanned document. Advanced features, so we've got productivity mode, which is very similar to what Samsung also offers, and that's called Samsung DeX. In here it's called productivity mode. I will show you the actual productivity mode later on in the video. And if you'd like to skip to the productivity mode or the DeX equivalent, you can do so. A smart lock, so for example, if you've got, for example, a smartwatch or something, you can set it up so it's a safe device. You don't have to type in the PIN code every time or use your face to unlock the device. It doesn't have a fingerprint sensor. It only has a face unlock. And the face unlock doesn't work with banking apps and stuff like that. In terms of battery, you've got 7,000 milliampere hour battery, and you do have a battery care mode, and you can also show the the percentage of the battery in the top right corner. In terms of audio, quad speakers supported by Dolby Atmos. In terms of display settings, we've got font size and obviously the display size as well. So you can make the font larger, smaller to your liking, and you can obviously change the size of the actual display, so whatever you're displaying right now. Dark modes, you can set it up so it kicks in when it's dark outside, or you can do sunset to sunrise, or you can do your own custom time, which is always useful. Eye protection mode removes the blue hue as per usual, so it's easier to use your device while there's while in the dark, basically in the dark. Yeah. Screen refresh rate, so you can change between 120 and 60 hertz. Um, in terms of any other options, more connections you can cast to your telly or to your Chromecast. Bluetooth as per usual, and then that's pretty much it. Now, when it comes to pre-installed apps, unfortunately, there's quite a lot of bloatware. So as you can see, I've got some weird notifications from like the apps I haven't even installed. This is basically a tab that I've set up, and unfortunately, all that crap is pre-installed. Obviously, you can remove it if you don't like it, if you don't want it. However, um, I have to admit that yeah, it's not the best. You've got some apps called Game. You've got, I mean, it's pretty useless. It's not like a gaming mode on a Samsung. Again, I do apologize. I'm comparing that to a Samsung Tab. However, yeah, you've got like a game mode, Game Center, and it just feels like a load of crap. You've got like games that you haven't even downloaded and like featured games. What are those? Like, where's Minecraft? Where's Call of Duty? Where's, I don't know, Peppa's Pig Paint Box or whatsoever. Yeah, what's Slinky Slake IO? So if I can suggest something, just uninstall all that crap. Right. So we also have this neat app that allows us to do some maths. I don't know why minus. I wanted the result, but yeah. So you've got 33 times 2 minus 66. That equals 0. I wanted to say nice, right? It recognizes sin times e. So yes, if you like to, you can use that for maths. And then you've got a Nebo's um, note-taking app. I couldn't find Samsung Notes. I thought it's available on other devices as well. However, it's only available on the Samsung devices by the looks of it. So you've got Nebo. However, you can also use Google Keep if you'd like to for drawing. Now, for some weird reason, I found that the memo app, the one I've showed at the when I was in the settings, is actually easy and it doesn't lag as much as it does on the Nebo app. So not really sure what's going on in there. In terms of storage of the pen, unfortunately, there are no magnets, nothing to attach the pen to, which means that yeah, you have to carry it separately. I mean, not that the magnets on the Samsung or iPad are particularly strong, and the device is too thin to even attach it to the very top. So unfortunately, this is what it is. Now, on to the productivity modes, like a DeX equivalent. Unfortunately, and again, I do apologize. I know this review has a lot of unfortunately, but yeah, there are some shortcomings. So I know the tab is £199, but USB 2.0 unfortunately means you cannot share the screen, so you cannot plug it into a telly or a monitor via the cable. You can do a screencast if you'd like to, and it works with the productivity mode. But if you wanted to connect it via Type-C to HDMI, unfortunately, it's a no from Lenovo. Lenovo. Oh, God. Right, I'm going to connect my trusty Microsoft keyboard, which unfortunately, another unfortunately, doesn't support Bluetooth, so it has to be connected via Type-C. The good news is the mouse does actually, well, the trackpad also works, which is always good. So if you're thinking about editing some documents or anything like that, you can do so with your keyboard. It does work wired, so if you've got a Type-C keyboard, you can connect it, but like I did say, unfortunately, there is no video output throughout the USB 2.0. And Chrome doesn't open by default in desktop mode. So like for example on the Samsung DeX, if you fire up a Samsung browser, it opens in a desktop mode. The Chrome, every time you have to do it manually, unless you download Samsung browser and use it solely for the desktop purposes. Sorry, well yeah, in desktop mode. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a listen how it sounds. Okay, so speakers do a pretty decent job. You can obviously resize the window to your liking, so do a full screen or smaller screen. And then when it comes to actual productivity, it does come with Google Sheets pre-installed, but if you do have Microsoft 365, Excel or Word, which didn't open for some reason, yeah, it is a bit temperamental to be honest, you can use it as well. It's not a full-blown desktop experience as you do have on your Excel laptop, but it does a pretty decent job of just working if you need to quickly edit any file. And then, yeah, there's a weird issue with Microsoft Word. So as you can see, for some reason, I could not, I can't stretch the window. It just comes in this like weird, I don't know, 21:9 aspect. And yeah, that, as you can see, the button top right corner, you've got this cross to close it down, you've got the button to minimize it, and then you've got the button to stretch it, the window, to go into full screen mode, but for some reason it's grayed out and I couldn't figure out what's the story behind this. So unfortunately I was not able to stretch it to the whole screen in the productivity mode. However, it works absolutely fine in normal mode. So when I'm going to leave productivity mode, I'll show you in a second that Word works just absolutely fine. I just need to find out how to actually leave productivity mode. Yeah, so we've got these three buttons. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm back in normal tablet mode now, and I'm going to open Word, and as you can see, it stretches nicely to the whole screen. So, yeah, a bit weird to be honest, but hey ho. Right, so we've covered that. We've covered the productivity mode. I think we're going to move on to the gaming side of things and see how it performs in Call of Duty Mobile.
Get down, sniper! Sniper down! We've taken the lead. Tango down. Change it. Targets in sight. Enemy in sight. On standby. Hunter killer drone deployed. Down. UAV online. Contact with enemy. Predator missile on standby. Sniper. Predator missile inbound. Enemy in sight! Targets in sight. Target down! Get down, sniper. Reloading. Cover me. UAV online. Sniper!
So overall, pretty decent performance in Call of Duty Mobile, and that was again with the HD textures. And then you've got this like a hub where if you press watch, it shows you all the apps that allow you to watch movies. So Disney Plus, Netflix, games, so your pre-installed games. Very small icons for some reason. Read, so any books you've ever downloaded through Google Play Books will be in here, and then listen. So I've got YouTube Music pre-installed in here, and it just works.